Excavations beneath the manor were well underway when a particularly ragged indigent arrived in the hamlet. This filthy, toothless miscreant boasted an uncanny knowledge of my ambitions and prognosticated publicly that, left unchecked, I would soon unleash doom upon the world.
Doom. Doom, he says.
The echoes of his mindless tittering reverberate maddeningly.
Can we beat Darkest Dungeon without any healing skills? Let's find out. I'm just going over here to grab these treasures, don't mind me. Now, we have a full party of commenters here who are banding together to take on a boss, and hopefully they're successful in their endeavors.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Huh. Thing for the Hellion. Not particularly useful. I mean, I don't really use them for bleed. I go straight for damage. Anyways, we have a plus 15% damage in the ruins from our last mission, so this is a good opportunity to try and beat this boss. Now that amulet...
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
That amulet is worth about 1,100. And I need busts. I need busts to actually get that building upgrade, so I do want to take these. Well, shoot, what do I drop? The bandages, I need to actually think about my survival here. So let's not think about the gold. Luckily we have 2 trap disarmers here. And they're not perfect at disarming traps, but they've got an 80% chance. Hopefully that's well and good enough. Oh, a secret room. Okay, we're gonna have to walk back quite a ways to get that. Anyways, where is the boss exactly? He could be... It's kind of a strange formation. Surely it's just right here. Yeah, we're gonna have to walk back to get that. That's a lot of money. I'm tempted to even just leave these here if I'm gonna come back. I don't have the space right now. Okay, here's something rather advanced about bosses. So the boss is always the farthest room from the start, in terms of room count. Not distance, not hallway length. It's just room count. Let's see, how do we want to do this? We need to stop the 2 back people if we can. Hunmasters are pretty decent stunners. They start with a 110% chance of stunning. Deal with the stress dealer.
Executed with impunity.
So, what happens if you have 2 rooms that are the same distance from each other? What happens then? If that does happen, it's always the room on the bottom, like the lowest south room, that has the boss, if it's a tie. And if it's a tie again, then it's on the right. So, down and to the right. If you have ties. If it's like a tie for room length. Let's see. That should finish him. Yeah, there we go.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms.
And something even furthermore that is very rare.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Well, let's say that this isn't a good example, but sometimes you'll have rooms that are slightly lower, like the top of the room would be right here instead of right here, and you have a tie like that. If that's the case, it's actually, even though it looks lower, it is not lower.
Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
I know this from experience. I've been in this situation before. I don't really want to toss the bandages, but let's hope for the best. If a room is slightly lower than the other, that's only visual. It's actually considered the same on the grid. Because,
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
I had a scenario like that where I had, like, say, these kinds of rooms here, like 3, and let's just pretend these aren't here. So there was 3, and this one slightly went down, while this one was, like, even, and I was like, well, this one's the lowest one. So it has to be this one. But it was actually this one, the one on the right. Because the game doesn't care about a slight difference in, like, y-axis. It's still considered the same on the grid. It's just a visual thing is all. So yeah. When you're dealing with ties in the boss room distance, it's always the southmost room, and if it's a tie again, then it's the eastmost room.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
And if it's slightly, like, if the rooms are slightly, very slightly lower than the other, you want to ignore that. Okay, so this, it should be here, like, unless there's something tricky going on here. You know what, it might actually be here. This is something tricky, I think, because, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7 away, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. But this is the southmost room, therefore it should be this one. These are actually tied, I think. So yeah, this one's a bit tricky. Another wall. Well, at least I have one more shovel. Yeah, sometimes you get tricky dungeons like this where it's not always obvious where the boss is. This actually is a tie. I didn't think it was, but now that I'm examining it, I do think it is. Oh, a refund. So this boss is actually fairly difficult. It's a step up from the Necromancer. The Necromancer is like a tutorial boss. Not too difficult. But this boss, serious business. I learned this skill and I upgraded it. I also upgraded my weapons just a little bit, as much as I could. Just so I have a slight advantage to help you guys survive too. Anyways, I've got the Aegis on her, so she can tank some hits if she needs to.
Another abomination, cleansed from our lands.
Aegis, if you remember, completely blocks an attack. Its damage specifically. It doesn't block status effects or stress, but it blocks damage. I also have some Blight resist here, because this boss likes to use Blight. Let's finish this guy off. Then we'll go for this one. 1 HP, not bad, not bad. We got that plus 15% damage boost from completing our last mission, which is helping us. Then we'll stun you, prevent the damage. Stunners are really helpful for damage mitigation, by the way. It's a pretty low chance of success. I'm just gonna go for the shot.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Grape Shot would have been able to remove that guy for free, but I don't really trust its damage potential. Or its hit chance, I mean. It does have minus 10 right now, and that's not particularly great. Later on, he'll have a lot of accuracy, and then I can use it more liberally.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Well, it's official. We've got enough busts to get the granary now. That's really good. The boss is 1 room away. Probably time to eat some food then. Who's got the bloodthirst ring? You do, so you don't want to eat. I considered getting guard for this guy, but I don't think we'll need it. Because the way this boss works, you don't necessarily have to guard someone. Sometimes you can just move people, and it accomplishes the same thing. If you're wondering why I'm not using the firewood, it's because I might get ambushed by snakes, since I have a shield breaker. And I don't want that. I don't want to get ambushed by snakes. Those snakes can be almost as dangerous as the boss. Go for the one shot here. We should be able to do this without getting hit. Should.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And all went according to plan.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Alright, so here we are. I'm not using up all my food because I do want to walk back up here, and I might need that food. So, are we ready? I'm a little bit scared here. I'm also thinking to myself, should I eat the food here and get him to full health? It's a good question. I'm not sure. He'll be fine. Because I can actually... You can sort of manually dodge this boss. You'll see. Let's pop our holy waters. That will prevent his poison, his blight from reaching us. And here we go. Hopefully this works out.
The madman hides there, behind the pews, spouting his mindless drivel.
Oh, he's going for the doubles. He can do either single or double. So these two spots are going to get hit really hard at the end of the round. And that means we'll want to use Aegis with her, that way she can block it. As for him, we'll just have to hope he can dodge it. Houndmasters have pretty decent dodge. One thing you'll notice about this boss is he sits in the back. So if you bring a melee party, you have to cleave through like 2 of these pews here in order to reach him. So you don't really want to bring melee people. It's not a good idea. It just gives him a lot more HP. Which is why I have a party of ranged people here. Low damage, always a good start. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, I'm going to use marks here as well. Some of us, well, all 3 of these characters gain some damage from a mark. But these 2 especially get larger bonuses. Anyways, mark will give us a large damage increase. And it also has like a plus 20 accuracy bonus, so it usually hits without fail. Which also brings me to a topic that I haven't talked about yet. I'm going to pop the Aegis to block this damage. So when you reach 95% hit chance, there's like a bug. I'm not sure how it works exactly, but it's either 100% chance to hit, or this 95% is fake and you can still reach 100. Like, it just doesn't actually work. And you can see her damage is really high now, 13, plus 50%. That's why we used the... Oh, you guys both dodged it. Lucky. That can hit very hard, by the way. He's doing it again. He's a little salty about that. He's a little angry. The Highwayman has a plus 25% damage boost against marked targets right now as well. She gets plus 60, actually, and plus 10% crit. Now this block, unfortunately, he's probably going to use it again and consume it. So it's a little bit wasteful to do this again, but I might need to. It's a bit of a gamble. Well, let's play it safe. We'll reapply it. You can't go to 3, unfortunately. It only caps at 2. Alright, so that mark, it lasts three of his turns, and this boss only gets 1 turn, luckily. Some bosses get 2 turns, 3 turns, even as many as 4. And that's where marks then get consumed super quickly. But this boss is very slow, so that works to our favor. Have I talked about dog treats yet? Dog treats are a consumable that the Houndmaster can use. And he gets plus 50% damage and plus 15 accuracy. This is what makes the Houndmaster one of the best boss killers in the game. That dog treat is a massive boost. You can see his damage is now up there with hers with the mark bonus. Even though his mark bonus actually is the same, plus 60%. He'll get a bleed as well. The bleed's not very good, but every point of damage helps. Yeah, that's why I reapplied the Aegis. Blocked. Uh-oh.
Teetering on the brink,
You got-
facing the abyss.
You've got Death Blow resist. Use it. We can cure that. I brought anti-venoms. As our... No, we still have the boost. We still have the Holy Water active. He's about half HP. Alright. Also, we've consumed our Aegises. We only have 2 of them with this character, so now she's on her own. She needs to just put out some damage. We need to get this guy down. I really hope this guy doesn't die from the poison on the first death blow. That would make me really sad. So, one thing you can do is you can actually move people around, because it's going to hit this spot. So you could move the character if you wanted to avoid him getting hit. However, he has HP, he also might dodge it. I'll leave him there. Let's just do some damage. Oh my gosh, he's spamming this one. Luckily he missed. Good, he's alive. Cure that. You're still in the game. Remark. You're the only one with mark here. Alright, that was a slightly less hit. He's not on death's door. He's going for him. We can kill him before that lands, though. We can save him. Unless you guys all decide to miss. Here. Well, shoot. Let's just go for the damage. Let's hope this kills him. Come on, guys. Oh, it all comes down to this. You have 100%? No, you don't. Even with the dog treat, your accuracy is still not 100. Dang. Live or die.
Did he foresee his own demise? I care not, so long as he remains dead.
And we're survivors. We officially survived.
This expedition at least promises success.
And for our troubles, we get a few trinkets that are not very good. Well, this one's actually kind of useful. I might use this someday. Alright, let's eat up. Celebratory victory. Now I need to make some inventory space. We need to also get up here and get that secret room. That way we can walk away with a ton of gold. We're done with the dog treats. We don't need those. Holy water. Was there urns back there? I think there was one. And we need the keys. The anti-venoms we're done with. Alright. Well done, guys. Commenters, you survived. Vigo has made a comeback from last time. You beat the Sonorous Prophet. Came pretty close, though. Luckily, you had that plus 15% damage boost, so that was like a plus... Oh, I ate one too many food. Oh shoot, I wasn't even looking. I wasn't even looking. I was looking at my food.
The trap maker's
Oh no.
art. His
Now I'm
efficacy
failing.
unwitnessed by his own eyes.
No, I'm failing. I was looking at my food there and going, oh no, I ate one too many foods. I should have 6. I blew it. Oh man. Alright, we'll make it. Even if we starve a little bit, we'll make it. It's not too far away. Not too far away. We actually lost
As the
Dismas's
light
head.
gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I should probably talk more about that boss. There are several different strategies you can use for beating him. I took the brute force method, which is just attack away until he dies. And that does work pretty well. Now this thing here, this can either disease you or have treasure in it. I don't think there's anything you can use on it to like guarantee your success. I'm also thinking to myself, should I rest? Because we could try to fight some snakes. That is a decision. Do I have the space for it? Of course, I'm not sure. The thing is, if we lose, then I can't get the secret room. Decisions.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Do I tempt the snakes? It's a risky endeavor, that's for sure. Okay, so let's eat some food. Oh wait, we need to keep 2 food, that way we can rest. Okay, that does work out. We have 1 inventory space, let's just put that there. Or 1 trinket space. I might be getting a little greedy here. So while we're in this room, we can camp here. And we can attempt the snakes. Do I do it? Do I do it? That is the question. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's go for it.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Okay, we did not get the snakes. You know if you got the snakes because she'll say something like anything. If she says anything, then you got the snakes. Alright, so prevent nighttime ambush. This is actually pointless because I can't heal. So, what you would do if you do get the snakes is you'd use Pep Talk, specifically on the Shield Breaker, because she gets an uncurable horror that lasts, like, 6 rounds or something, and it gives 20 stress every single round, so you're basically fighting against her stress limit to finish that fight. Because if she actually goes insane, I think the fight just ends. So if you can lower her stress gains, then you have more time. So you just like dump these on her. Now she has minus 30% stress. That counts as a heal, so I'm not allowed to use it. This is pretty good too, because the snakes usually have armor. So you could apply this to everyone and get armor piercing. Yes, my no camping skills, or my no heal skills rule also applies to camping, so I have to be very mindful of that. I hope I don't screw that up at some point. I might accidentally use something that heals.
A blazing star is born.
Alright, well we didn't get the snakes. So let's just see what's in here. Let's see if we get some free treasure. I think it's usually quite in your favor, so it is worth opening these unless you're really afraid of getting a disease or something. If you're really hanging in the balance, then maybe you shouldn't use it. And this is our prize, a tough ring. Extra prot, extra HP. It does lower our damage and make us take more stress damage, though. I don't know if I'd call that a good one. Oh, nice. Vigo's got unyielding. Now he's harder to kill. Hard noggin. This is pretty good too, actually, for an arbalist.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
But here's the thing. So why this is good on an arbalist is that she gets stun resistance. And since she can clear stuns with this skill, this means that if like the whole team gets stunned, then her turn will pop up and then you can try and clear the stun off of everyone. But this is a healing skill, so I can't use it. Still kind of useful though, I guess. Now, who do we have here? A new bounty hunter. I need to get a bigger roster size. I just can't take these new people. Hang on, risk taker. That's extra damage at the cost of dodge. Is that worthwhile? Potentially yes, because if you have people guarding that person, then their dodge doesn't matter very much. And that's really bad. Fading is minus 2 speed and minus 5 dodge. Anyways, I'll do this off camera. Town maintenance. Actually, no, I do want to show this. I do want to show one thing. We're going to show us getting the granary. We have 1 blueprint. And 60 busts. Now we get plus 15% healing when eating, which always rounds up. So it's actually a lot more than that. It can be as much as 100%. If it's like 1 healing, then it becomes 2. If it's 2 healing, then it becomes 3. We also get some extra food each week. So if I was to just pop in here, you see there's already food here, 6 food, on top of the 24 that's provided. So we have better healing and a little bit more food to heal with now. And in case you're like curious, here's the progress we've got. I might go for this focus ring. That's not bad. Lepers can benefit from that. So that might be next on the list. You can see here we've got a veteran dungeon appearing, which we're not ready for. And these ones need to be leveled up. They're both level 1 to unlock the bosses. Anyways, I've taken enough of your time. I've got the whole playlist in the description, as well as on my channel if you want to follow it and see the whole thing. Thanks for watching. Bye.